Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over an asset, GBTC, which is the proxy of Bitcoin. Went over this a little bit in there. Wanted to update it because it shot up a little bit. It almost hit $17 on GBTC. And here's the reverse head and shoulders pattern. There's the neckline right there. And I have the trend. I said it's going to go up to a target right in that area, about $20. If this is going to trend up, Bitcoin will trend up, guys. They're related. They're related. So that's what's going to be happening. Long-term trend potentially for it. It's going to chop its way up into the box. And then I will reevaluate what's going on in there. Probably maybe get another one of these types of corrections somewhere along the way in that pattern right here, guys. So looking pretty good. Let's break it down real quick onto a 4-hour chart. And it's pretty bullish, guys. There's no doubt about that. Okay. Here it is, the 4-hour chart. The pattern started right here. This is all a wave sequence that it started right here, guys. I think it didn't start right there, right here. Okay. And it went up into this wave for your wave 1 and back down for a wave 2. See it in the RSI right down there. And now it's in another trend. Okay. Just like this. Okay. Just like that. Something like that. Okay. And I've been waiting to see what kind of sequences here. And this could be multiple nest of 1-2s in there, guys. Okay. So what it's looking like is an ending diagonal in this area. So like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just kind of trek its way up in there. As you can see, here's a wave. Okay. This right here was the confusion for me. Did it make a flat? Is this a flat type move? Or is this 1, 2, 1, 2? Because this is impulsive. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And it came back down, reset that right there. Okay. And then here's your third wave. As it's looking right now, it looks like this wave, this fourth wave, which is here, you can see the RSI, would go with a wave like this. This is just too big. This is too big for that wave. Anything is possible, but now that I have this data, I'm going to go more bullish with GBTC and say this is 1, 2. Here's your 3. Here's your 4. And it's going up for a 5. Like that. And then if you want to break that down, this right here be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably something kind of like this. Is what let me put that on a dash. And then you'd have a trend up like so. And then your 4, somewhere at 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up for a 5, little 5 like so to complete that 5. I'll break that down and make it small, even smaller. Oh, that's as small as I can go. Let me change the color to red, like so. And that would be the 5. So it might not get that high, but correction back up. And that might be telling you the Bitcoin has a little mother push to 32-ish, maybe 30 to 32. So now you have this sequence, okay? But then you have another wave over here too. Okay? So it nested together. 1, 2, hold this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your 3, 4, and 5. So this one I'm going to change. Put that on sub micro, change color on that one to, let's go with a purple, like so. So that would be a third wave. And let's check the fibs. This will hit 1.6182, guys, if it's really bullish. And that one actually went 1, 2, 3 above 1.618. So actually, yeah, target at 2.27 right there. Right there at that target is what I'd be looking for. Take it off log. Let me check it off log. Could be peaking out right there too, guys. That's a possibility. 2.618 might be sideways for a while and get right above that too. So that looks pretty good, in my opinion. Back on logarithmic. So what will we have based on this data and these patterns that potentially could be playing out. So that will go to this area that I was talking about, is that this whole thing will be it's the third wave creeping up right here, potentially out of this wave, 1, 2. And take that wave, 1.618, and potentially higher than that. So a third in this area, fourth, fifth, and fifth up there, like so, to make that wave is what I'm getting. Yeah, unless it nests again, guys, and it's just like does a correction, and then it could somehow nest in there or something that I'm missing. It could even be more bullish than what I have right now, guys. But that, I think, is going to be a reasonable count. The other thing is wait for a decent correction. It could peak up here and you could get a nice deep correction and it could reset itself. Now, why am I saying this is a third? The only way I'm going to know for sure when this is the third on the chart, let's go to a daily, take this off for the time being, is that this area, so you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with your divergence forming up there, right, in this area, but it's not above this wave. So this wave is higher than this wave, and you got to see it over here in this area. Whatever it could come back down like that again, and then whatever it does, it comes like that. It could even get like this, guys. It can even go like this and get way back down there. And then the third wave comes along. Whenever it busts that's where you're going to know where this third wave is going to end up, guys. Okay? That's how you're going to know. That's the only time you can know for sure. But it's probably in the process of just starting the beginning shot of a third wave. What I was explaining in the video with some of the assets is they're struggling. You know, they get a nice reaction off the bottom, correct it, and then it's a struggle, start, and then they start setting up for the a good third wave in there. So this whole thing could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this whole thing, if it doesn't take it out down here, right? So you got it. It comes up, comes back down, and it doesn't take it out. Then you go, this whole thing is your 1, like so, and then your 2, 3, 4, 5. So then you have a mega nested, if you will, 1, 2, 1, 2. Possibly even something like this, 1, 2, 1, 2. That could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Though probably is. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be, but it could do something like similar in that nature where it doesn't nested 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll show you an example of that, guys, of what's going on. Make this clear. I'll go to S&P 500. All right, guys. The S&P 500 on the weekly. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Clear this up. Okay. Not .com. Here's the GFC, Great Financial Crisis, right? And it came down, boom, like right there. And there was your third wave, fifth, a third, up for a fourth, and boom, for a fifth. Your bullish divergence, right? Because this came down, look what it did. Rocketed out of there, right? Rocketed out of there on that wave 1. Everybody's happy, or the bulls are happy. But then what does it do? It's got to go into the third. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. But you see from 2010 to 2011, for 1 year, it went sideways. It was sideways. You're like, oh, they entered in here and they're over here now, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? This thing's going to drop like a rock. Drop like a rock. That's what they're going to say about GBTC on a smaller scale. It's going to drop like a rock, but it's over here. And then, you know, you can see what happens next. Boom. Just on a smaller scale. I'm just showing you guys that example. So what I'm saying is that you guys have a shot on some of these assets, you know, not the S&P 500, not the S&P 500, guys. It's a little bit different. Could be in something like this area. So rockets out of there, corrects in a wave 2, goes up into another wave 1 and a wave 2, and it's going into its 3. So it's the same thing over here with, where's GBTC? Let me find it. GBTC is right here. It could be the same thing over here with GBTC, guys. Put on a daily chart, right? And all this data down here is telling you that this is its main wave 1, and it's nesting itself in a potentially another wave 1, 2, like so. Okay. So it could be really, really bullish. And a lot of people are not going to believe it. They're not going to believe that. They're going to sit there and go, this is peaking. This is peaking. And it's in there just making another 1, 2, 1, 2, and then boom, it's going to get right out of the shop. But of course, it's going to have that correction, guys. 1, 2, up for 1, back down for 2, you know? So if it, let's say it gets back up here, right? Let's say it gets back up there. Let's say it gets up here like this, right? And it comes back down again like this, okay? So then like from here to here, it's sideways. So it didn't really do much. Okay, so right here, 11 to 15, it didn't do much. And people are going to think, oh, it's going to go down. It's bearish, it's bearish, it's bearish. You know, come down a little bit there in the RSI, back down here too in the Stokes. And then boom, it goes up like that. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.